Our top focus in this bulletin, outrage and collective public resistance against the military ouster in Myanmar is growing. In the biggest show of dissent so far, thousands of protesters have taken to the roads of Yangon. Thousands took to the streets of Myanmar, demanding the release of the detained leader, Aung San Suu Kyi. As many as 1,000 demonstrators marched on a road near Yangon University, most holding up the three-finger salute. The salute has come to symbolize resistance to the army takeover. Waving red flags, the colour of Suu Kyi's political party, the protesters are demanding the end of dictatorship and illegal detention of the political leaders. In the capital, Naypyidaw, residents released red balloons to mark their protest. Meanwhile, Sean Turnell, an Australian economic advisor to Myanmar's Aung San Suu Kyi, has made a shocking claim. He said that he was being detained under some charges that he is himself unaware of. Now, this is the first known arrest of a foreign national in Myanmar since the army general seized power. Anger over the military coup grew even as more people took to the streets to protest and stepped up action to stifle dissent in the country. Myanmar is now in the middle of a nationwide internet blackout. Before this, the military had blocked access to Twitter and Instagram. The development took place a day after it laid restrictions on Facebook. Twitter reacted and condemned Myanmar's move to block access to its platform within the country. A Twitter official said that if it undermines the public conversation and that the rights of people who want their voices to be heard. This after the Facebook users in Myanmar had flocked to Twitter to spread a hashtag campaign against the military push with millions of mentions. The hashtags respect our votes, hear the voice of Myanmar and Save Myanmar all had hundreds of thousands of interactions calling for peaceful protests. The citizens have refused to back down. Public resistance against the military coup and illegal detention of political leaders is now rising. Some staged a noisy protest by banging pots and pans for the fourth night in a row. The development took place overnight and the display of anger lasted for about half an hour. Meanwhile, the lawyer for Myanmar's detained leader Aung San Suu Kyi and ousted President Win Myint said that they were being kept at their homes and he was unable to meet them because they are still under investigation. A top official in Suu Kyi's National League for Democracy party urged citizens to help civil servants, including doctors and nurses who are participating in the widespread civil disobedience movement that has now erupted since the military took power, and asked citizens to stop the country from becoming a dictatorship. The military has announced a one-year state of emergency and has promised to hand over power after elections without giving a time frame for now. WION World is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news updates on the move.